You son of a bitch! What?
We play with toys, excite the boys. Bots and shots, 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 bots and shots.
Hey gang!
Hi!
Welcome to Bots and Shots, episode 25.
Hey, 25! That's a quarter of the way to our goal.
We don't have any goals.
That's right.
Yep. Unless it's to die of fatal alcoholism.
Or go broke from all the robots we buy.
I bet you that one's going to happen faster.
Definitely. I'm Mike.
And I'm Zach.
That's about all we've got.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. See you after episode
see you
26.
Guys. Bye.
It's a good one.
No, but seriously, welcome to the episode. This is one that we have planned for probably the longest we've ever planned anything that has to do with this.
And it was one that you brought up doing
yes
after we already did several of the necessary
I know. I came up with this awesome theme for an episode, and we had done all of the ones that we had that we could have done. So this episode, if you haven't read the title, it's Get to the Choppa.
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 Let's dive in.
Let's do it. Ooh. That's good. That's good stuff. In the vein of the first robot in our Get to the Choppa special, I have Warbotron Whirlwind, but all the cool kids call him Vortex.
When he's on the streets.
He's on the streets. That's his street name.
Are you kids down with Vortex?
Whirlwind is his Christian name. It's his slave name.
Yeah.
Vortex is the name of his soul. If you
Yeah,
get me.
I believe that's what the name. He's Vortex Muhammad. He joined.
Oh my god. That was so stupid. I hate you. This was one of my earlier third-party figures that I got. I'm just talking. Can I just talk about him? You just gonna laugh at your own joke? Is that how you're just doing this tonight?
Yeah, that's all I'm
that's
doing,
fine.
yeah.
This figure came out like super, super late after. It was like the very last piece, and it's an arm. And
Was it after Onslaught?
yeah, I think so. I think it was. No, maybe it wasn't. Maybe Onslaught.
I think
was
they
the last
came out
one.
very close to each other.
Yeah, but I just remember this one being like super disappointing after their other figures were pretty good.
Yeah, like the Blast Off was fun.
was good. The Brawl was okay. The
Swindle
Slice
was-
Strike's great.
Yeah.
Swindle, yeah. But this one was kind of a bummer. To me, anyway.
Yeah,
His arms are just literally
they're hanging out there.
hanging out right here. The rotors up here work unless these are in the way. They have to like go in between each other. Like they're too close,
Yeah.
I guess is what I'm saying. These are either too big, or this is too big, or this is too close. I don't know. Or maybe that's how helicopters work and they keep them in sync. I've got no idea.
Yeah.
I'm not a pilot. I don't fucking know.
I'm glad you aren't a pilot.
Yeah, I wouldn't know. That's not actually my biggest problem with this. My biggest problem has to do with the transformation and the fact that his whole front of his chopper is a parts forming gun.
Yeah,
It's awful.
That was
It's-
very disappointing.
It's terrible. It's a decent chopper though. It's definitely like a military-esque. The Huey? Is that a thing? No, it's
Yeah.
not a Huey. I don't think.
it's
I don't
not
know.
a Huey, but I don't know.
That's definitely. I don't know anything about helicopters, guys. I just know nothing.
Apache?
Apache? Yeah, that sounds right. Apache. I do have repo labels on it, so if mine looks like shinier or whatever than yours, that's probably why.
Just deal with it.
Just deal with it. I'm a sucker for repo label
He's
sets.
a sucker for a fine repo label.
I am, dude. I just love.
Age 2015.
It's true. I don't know. It makes it a little more toy accurate, I
Yeah.
guess, which is always kind of fun for me. Anyway, he's an arm, but I'm not going to get him into arm mode. I'm just going to go ahead and transform him.
It looks cool in robot mode.
It does. It
but
actually does look pretty cool in robot mode.
The Warbotron thing was such a weird time. It was within our first year
Yeah.
of
and
collecting third party.
there was nothing like it at the time.
Yeah, we were collecting this at the same exact time we were doing Orden
Yes.
by Unique Toys. So
That's true because they were coming out around the same time.
So like these were our first combiners.
Well, at the time it was the biggest combiner, other than maybe what's the MMC one, their Feral Rex.
Oh yeah,
that one was pretty big at the time.
I think this one was a smidge, like a scotch
taller. It was, I'm pretty sure it was, and everyone's like, no, this is Masterpiece. This is Masterpiece Combiners. We finally have it, guys. It's a Masterpiece Combiner.
Yeah, but it wasn't.
It's not.
And you wasted our time.
Yeah, you freaking wasted everybody's time.
But it was a really fucking cool set when it first came out.
It was. It definitely has not aged well.
Yeah, and especially with all the KO nonsense that came out.
Oh man, the KO is absolutely killed. Because I figured at the very least with this figure, it'll hold the value. So if I don't like it, you can resell it.
But nope.
But they knocked them off and they oversized them, and now nobody wants an original.
And I keep thinking about buying one of the oversized kits and then having.
They're cheap. It's like $130.
Like I'm buying that for the combined mode and having these ones just because as individual bots, these are still some pretty cool looking figures. Like,
that's true.
The alt modes are questionable, but the individual bots are pretty tight.
And the oversized ones are more comparable to what an actual Masterpiece would be.
So having it standing angrily in front of these figures would look pretty rad. I just haven't had the shelf space is more or less my problem.
And then so this is just the entire like front part of
It's a gun?
It's a gun. But
it would be fine if you could even just take it off and stick it somewhere else on his back.
Yeah, but you can have him hold it, and he doesn't hold it super well.
Because it's like a big front chunk.
Yeah. You can, if you wish, pull his blades off and they can become swords. He even comes with little adapters, and they're in here somewhere. I think there's like a hidden compartment that holds them, and you can have them on his like forearms, like Wolverine claws kind of thing. But I don't care about that. He's never gonna be in robot mode again. Pretty much after this, I'm gonna put him back in his arm mode, and he's gonna go back on Bruticus, and he's gonna sit on my shelf until our house burns down or I die, and I don't know. I have no idea because no one wants to buy him.
Yeah,
that's for damn
basically
sure.
stuck with him until he's 18 years old.
Yeah, and then he can move out and get his own job. He's okay. He's very okay. He's not worth the $100 that I spent on him, but I didn't know that back in the time.
We didn't know. We
didn't know any better.
Young fawns.
We were so young.
Yeah, we didn't know.
We didn't know any better.
Yeah, we barely know better now.
Anyway, what do you got?
I have another hella chopper. Get to the chopper.
Get to the more different chopper.
Get to the more different chopper. Yeah. This is, I think, Generations Springer. It's the Generations that came out in 2012 that had the Japanese writing on it.
It was, what is that, GDO?
Yeah,
I think it was.
And it was like, there was like that wheelie.
Yeah, they took existing molds and then repainted them with new head sculpts.
And there was this guy, which was I didn't look it up. Revenge of the Fallen or Age of Extinction. Not Age of Extinction. Dark of the Moon.
I think it was a Revenge of the Fallen.
Helicopter that they made into Springer. So it's a standard movie-looking chopper. I really don't know much about it. I just thought this toy always looked ridiculous, and I've only ever seen pictures of it online, but Toy Addicts had it for decently cheap.
Shout out to Toy Addicts.
And we were doing the Get to the Chopper episode.
Yeah.
Bam, Chopper. I don't have a big lengthy backstory like yours, so I'm just going to dive into it.
That's because mine has history too.
Yeah, yours does, and I'm involved in that history.
You are involved in that history, which is the best part of history.
Very dark sexual history. Thing is like not a bad transformation. It's just so many parts you have to move around to get things out of the way, you know?
You're doing it though.
I'm doing it, sort of.
Kinda. I'm getting off just watching you.
You always say that. I just want you to be present in it, you know?
I am present.
Yeah, but you're not like involved.
No, but I'm here. That's enough. That's enough, isn't it?
I just want you to Swayze me while we're doing this.
I don't even know what that means. Die of cancer?
Alright, this is him?
I like this as a question. This is it?
This is a really weird figure because...
Name the reasons, all the reasons.
It's like nothing pegs in quite right. So it's very much Revenge of the Fallen or probably Dark of the Moon, whichever figure in terms of design. It's like you took a Springer head from a proper Springer toy and just stuck it on this green jet, and it makes no sense. So, this is the figure they put back in the box when
exactly.
they return it to steal the figure.
Yes, that's exactly what it is.
Yeah. I don't know if the original thing came with this, I doubt it, but this does come with a Springer blade, helicopter blade,
which is weird because his blades are just right here on his back.
So you can do that. I feel like that was kind of like an afterthought. Like, oh, we got this head. Well, we got to give it a sword. Yeah, it's a really weird toy. But just that head is so weird. It's got great light piping. I mean, if I was a Springer enthusiast, like I am a Gal
You would
fan,
have this.
I would get it
Yeah.
just because it's so weird.
Yeah.
I don't know if
Is this gonna stay in your collection
I
after
don't
this
know.
episode?
I don't know.
This is the first episode we've really... No, that's not true. This is the second episode we bought figures
Yeah.
just to do the episode, and I have no interest in keeping them.
Because I do like his cool claw.
I really like helicopter bots because it's interesting to see how they use the different
Yeah.
components. Because usually like car bots, yeah, sure, the wheels are up in here and down
Right.
here, and truck bots or whatever, plane bots, they kind of all look the same. But helicopter bots, what do they do with the rotors? What do they do with all this stuff?
They play by their own rules.
Sometimes, yeah.
I can't do that because it does the thing. But I can.
Oh my God! How dare you, sir? How dare you?
Realistic.
How dare you? Welcome back. It's too early for me to be that drunk. Jesus.
Yeah, I don't know what he's doing.
I have no idea what I'm doing. Hi, this is round 2, and you're here, and we're here, and we're continuing to get to the chopper.
Because we still haven't made it.
We haven't.
keep trying.
Yeah, like how you have to keep going.
Pesky Pred.
He's like, no.
You know what I really just should have made a reference to with your Apache helicopter?
At least what?
The Billy, the dude cut the Native American dude. Like the
Oh, dude.
Oh, wow. He just died with such a girly scream.
He did.
And I feel so
Did
bad.
they like, hey, we want you to scream, but like...
Did the Predator literally rape him first? Like, that's what I wonder. Like maybe the Predator
I'll
wanted
just see
to
the
try some
headlines
shit
tomorrow.
out.
He's literally a predator. He's a sexual predator.
Sexual predator.
The guy that does all the Christmas movies, that directed Iron Man 3, Shane Black.
Yeah.
He's doing a Predator movie.
Because he was in the first
He
Predator.
was in the first Predator. Predator 4, sexual predators.
These ones have sex with you.
It's just Harvey Weinstein.
Yeah.
And Kevin Spacey, and like it's just a bunch of like really like shitty people going after little kids and like whatever. Yeah,
like young girls on the street.
Yeah.
That'd be terrible.
That would be an awful movie.
Awful movie.
Let's just shoot a shot.
Just do
Do a
it.
shot. Just
We
do a
got
shot.
dark. Let's just drink away the pain.
Oh. I'm just curious of all you people doing this out there. Do you play along with us at home? Do you do Boston Shots the play at home game? I'm just curious. I'm asking for a friend. That friend is Zach.
I never asked that question.
But
I genuinely.
I'm
don't.
asking for you,
I
as
genuinely don't
if
care
you
what
wanted
do,
to
though.
ask.
Yeah, but I don't though. I don't really care what they do.
What's going on?
It's my turn.
It's your turn.
So, truth be told, we kind of ran out of helicopters. Even though we've acquired some for this Get to the Chopper episode, he was so excited about. The revelation we had is that, like, helicopters aren't the only thing called choppers. So, we put our thinking caps on here. We decided to pull out different Chopper and Arnold references. Come with me if you want to live.
That's I believe that would be the kind of bike that what's his feet?
Technically not a chopper, so we are still
but
technically violating the terms of this agreement.
It's fine, but that would be the kind of bike that John Connor rode.
Yes. Anyway, so I've technically sort of done this figure
I
before.
keep touching my paint.
The weird part is I keep not touching my eyes because the last episode I had to not touch my makeup the whole show. So I keep like wanting to itch my eye, but I'm like, no, you have eyeliner on, but I don't. This time. Yeah.
Like at the end of this, I'm just gonna have green smeared literally all over my face.
Yeah. So yeah, this is Generations.
Yeah.
Junk Heap.
Yeah.
He was like one of the last of the 2012.
Yeah. Back when it said Generations, the packaging what was it, green or orange?
It was orange.
Orange. Yeah.
And he's a repaint and slight remold of the Reveal the Shield Redgar.
Yep. And you did that figure on our movie episode, the actual good movie episode, not the Michael Bay movie episode.
Yeah. I'll start getting into this guy.
Let's get into it. As much as I love how helicopters transform, I think motorcycles are equally my favorite, if not maybe a little bit more interesting to see how they tackle the problem of two wheels and where those two wheels go.
Yeah.
Do they split? Do they go on each side? Is one up here and one down here?
Because, I mean, with this figure, it was always a really interesting choice how they chose to just split it and then you get that cool thing over it. I mean, but it's also lucky for them because the Junkions are allowed to be asymmetrical.
Yeah.
Like, they don't have to have consistency.
Right. They're Junkions. They're made of junk. They're on the planet of junk. They have a whole junk thing going on.
I do have a few Junkions that I bought those third-party parts for, like a different head.
That's right, to make different versions.
So I have a Redgar and a couple other guys.
Yeah.
And
How many of those do you own?
I own 4, but I think 3 of them are actually Retgar because I found them from this weird comic store called Cape and Cowl Collectibles.
The first time I ever randomly saw you at Toys R Us, I remember going down the Transformer aisle and seeing a junk heap there and thinking like, Zach has that. I want to buy it, and then I never did. That's a random, unnecessary story. I just wanted to point out that I randomly saw him and his girlfriend at Toys R Us, like kind of when we just first started being Transformers friends.
We were still testing the trans waters.
Yes, we were.
Of our trans friendship.
Of our trans friendship.
But I only have one of him, and I absolutely love his handlebar mustache.
His mustache is the best part of that.
He's like a total Freddie Mercury bot.
Yeah.
He has weird eye goggles. He's cool. And
it's like clear white light piping, which is not a color you usually see.
No, it's a little strange.
Yeah.
It's one of those cool redecos.
Man, see his face? He has the same eyes that the Krang android has. Those goggles, the square goggle things. Yes, you're absolutely right.
But it's cool with these because even though it's the same figure, it makes it look like a different guy.
Absolutely.
Just because the colors are different and they're all kind of like uniform, different weird guys anyway. So I definitely think if you like Junkions, go for it. And he's a fancy man.
He is a fancy dancy man.
So what do you got?
Well, I too sort of ran out of helicopters. This is right from American Chopper right here.
But without all the Nazi overs.
Definitely white power,
wasn't
whatever.
That Jesse James guy?
Yeah, I think so. This is DX9, who is the same as Unique Toys, or is it?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they are.
Okay. Yes, I got this. Big Bad Toy Store had a sale.
Yeah.
This was $35. It's normally $100, and I just could not say no to it. And this said Unique Toys sell more, but I'm pretty sure the box is DX9.
But it's also I ordered the repaint of him, which
the Splinter?
The Splinter, which is a Retgar repaint of this.
Actually, I think this is a repaint of Retgar.
No, I think this one came out first.
Did it?
Yeah, because this one's Unique Toys and the DX9.
But it says
so weird.
It says DX9 on the box. When I saw this for $35, I was like, I can't not. We have a motorcycle episode coming up. What's interesting is this has a more advanced but almost exact transformation as this.
Because I waited to order mine when we changed our schedule around for the show, so I have not actually seen it yet.
Yeah.
Because mine's on the way.
It is. It's almost the exact same.
Oh yeah, I see the arms tucked up in there.
Yep, right there. So this is DX9's version of GoBot's Cykill. I actually love this figure. I love the size, but I like him best actually in his motorcycle mode. He actually poses well with some of my 6-inch bots on top of him. Like he looks good with like someone riding him.
Right.
His guns are like the exhaust system here.
Yeah.
It's okay. It kind of looks dumb without it.
Yeah.
So it's something you kind of have to have.
Yeah, it definitely fills it out.
Yeah. The transformation's very, very fiddly. And also being Cykill, they tackled the 2-wheel problem by just taking the wheels off.
Well, and it works for what they have to do with Cykill's stuff anyway.
Well, because the original Cykill, this part becomes his hands.
Yeah.
He's basically holding onto the wheel with his hands.
Yeah, he's just riding down.
The one real problem with this figure is how to get these elbows like out and around. There's a lot of clearance issues.
There we
go.
There's that little peg on the top.
The little peg on the top, yeah. That kind of stops it. Also, my legs are super, super loosey-goosey.
You gonna nail polish them?
I don't think you can. They're ratchets.
Oh.
It's not a ball joint. And technically, I could have just mentioned him, be like, hey, his legs are too loose or whatever, he can't stand. Because he can a little bit if you get him in the right weight thing. The other problem here is his arms don't peg in. They're just flopping around.
He's very similar design style to Orden figures in terms of like the way the arm design is.
Yes, that's true actually. But his legs are pretty much the exact same as how these go.
Yeah.
And then being Cykill, his wheels just peg into his shoulders.
But I noticed there is the optional holes on the side to peg it down there to be
You can if you want to. Yep. And then these can become rifles. Actually, I don't really care for these, mostly because GoBots don't have guns.
They shoot lasers out of
their hands.
We can't sell something without a weapon.
That's right. Not in America. So this is DX9 or Unique Toys or whatever, Salmore. But we're just going to call him Cykill because that's really who he is for reals.
I do like that the Cykill we have is different from the Cykill that was original, like where he's an evil megalomaniacal villain. But the other one's like a kind of a good guy and like a young kid.
The other one is actually the originally Cykill in This is the Machine Robo. He's like the Bumblebee of the team. He's like the young like up and comer.
The Machine Robo figure has a very like young face.
Yes, he has like a little kid face or whatever.
I think he grew up to be a monster.
Yeah, I know what the fuck happened. He's like Anakin Skywalker Skywalker and then Darth Vader.
It's like he probably had like shoe boxes of dead petro rabbits under his bed where he's like
no one
torturing
saw
him.
it coming.
Yeah.
He set shit on fire.
Yeah, leader one should have looked at his room more often, but he was too respectful of his kid Psycho's
You think you're
feelings.
being their friend, but you're not.
No, you gotta be a parent, bro. Man, the Terminator was a better parent than John Connor than Tykill's parents.
The one thing I don't like about this guy is he's got like hollow engine back.
Yeah, I think
The back of his figure, like the engine parts, just kind of fold in. And
I think that's decently common amongst like the earlier generations of 3Ps, or them kind of figuring out.
Yeah,
the
he looks
problem.
good from the front, but who displays their shit from the back?
Only I do when I'm scoping, but he doesn't got much of an ass, so
No, he doesn't.
no. So should we?
No, we shouldn't.
Welcome back to Get to the Choppa.
We got to the chopper, but the chopper left without us.
So we rolled on the choppers,
And then that-
down.
And then that chopper failed, and we need more chopper.
We get down.
We get down. Everybody get down on the ground. I'm a cop, you idiot.
It's not a tumor.
Kindergarten Cop is
It's good.
The best.
It's good.
No,
it's
the
the
best.
It's the best one.
It's the best.
I think it's got the quotes you do.
It has the quotes.
that aren't Terminator.
Who is your daddy and what does he do?
do?
And whenever someone talks about doing something for a long time, it's like, I was a policeman, my dad was a policeman, my mom was a policeman's wife, or whatever. You're like, what the fuck? Your mom was a policeman's wife? What does that have to do with anything?
He's establishing police name dominance.
I get patriarchal policeman dominance.
Our society is suffering.
Did I almost throw up there? No. Did I forget how to swallow and my eyes are watering?
Yes.
Yeah, 100%. I kind of lied a little
We
bit.
both lied.
We lied. We
No,
lied
we together lied.
to you.
We killed that guy and we buried his body.
No.
Oh, we lied about the plant.
Yeah, no,
He's
yeah,
alive.
Oh man,
He's-
I don't even know what you're talking about. I may have another helicopter.
We could have gotten to the job the whole time.
And this one actually is more an Apache helicopter. It's actually kind of reminds me of Airwolf a little bit, but more not
were
really.
referencing Airwolf
I
earlier.
fucking love Airwolf. This is Generations Whirl. This is like the Thrilling 30, was it?
I think so, yeah.
Thrilling 30. It was the 30th anniversary. This came out at the same time, I think, Springer or Rhinox. Rhinox, I think it was.
Yeah, and just after Roadbuster.
Oh, yeah.
'Cause they went
And
on
what was cool about this and Roadbuster, which I think I did in a way earlier episode, is both these were like Bandai figures in the original G1 that they turned into Transformers.
And it was that weird time where, for some reason, Hasbro was focusing on Beast Wars, which is a natural thing, but also they did a stream of Wreckers figures.
And they even have like alternate Wreckers like symbols.
Yeah, him and Roadbuster
both have it. Yeah, I wanted this guy to be so good.
Yes.
I really did. His helicopter mode isn't bad, except for his legs leave this like gap.
Yeah, he's definitely
Right
leading
here.
crotch first into the world.
Yeah, he really is. Like if you like, I'm just like
That was rape. This is rape. This is a sexual assault.
when your crotch is made of metal, everything you have is a hard on.
That's true. That is very true. He was a dirty cop.
He was a dirty cop. So he's a good guy, but he's like a bad guy, good guy. He's like an anti-hero
Yeah.
kind of thing. I'm gonna go ahead and start transforming him.
I think he is probably the closest to a Deadpool figure that the IDW Comics has. 'Cause
That's
he's
true.
very nihilistic.
Nihilistic.
But ultimately, he is a good guy.
yeah, like he always kind of comes through in the end with like doing the right thing or whatever.
And he's not stoic enough to be a Wolverine-esque
No.
anti-hero.
I know, like
definitely-
he and Cyclonus have like a thing.
Yeah.
not like the thing like him and Tailgate.
But they hate each other.
Yeah. But like,
yeah.
it's like a respect.
But
there.
it's like some of the best interactions in the More Than Meets the Eye series.
Definitely.
Between those two. Because Whirl is really fucking annoying half the time, but some of his lines
Super annoying,
are
yeah.
so good.
Yeah.
I like that in IDW they gave a name for why he and Shockwave have no
That's
face
true.
in him.
Yeah, they have their
Parada, I think it's called.
Yeah.
Parada. It's cool they actually managed to flesh that out rather than just,
Like, it's just how it
robots
is,
that have
yeah.
faces like that
Yeah.
for some reason.
halfway through transformation, this guy actually has an official gearwalk mode. They call it a helipod. mode because he's a Bandai figure, which came from Macross.
Yeah.
They decided to give him like
Or Robotech.
Robotech. Yeah, true. It's actually an official Garwalk mode because it's in the instructions.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
I like his crotch fin.
Yeah, right.
That is a sexual predator. It's a sexual predator.
All right.
If he bleeds, we can
If
kill
it
it.
bleeds, we can kill it. Okay.
Who's this beefcake?
This is Generations Whirl. He has an opening and closing eyelid. He's got arrival chicken walker legs. You can, if you want to, flip them around.
But bitch, we just referenced the arrival. So
Yeah, but nah, fuck it. He has fucking weird arrival legs. That's just how
I
it
just
works.
love that we reference that all the
Yeah,
time.
it's because anyone that has backwards legs
Is from the arrival.
I wanted to like him a lot more than I do.
Yeah.
And I've actually been waiting to do him on an episode just because of how weird of a figure.
I'm glad they did it. I
Yeah.
can't imagine them doing it any better. At least with this aesthetic. You
Yeah.
know, you would have hoped it would have been a little bit more IDW accurate because the IDW design is so just kind of weird and
Yeah.
cool looking. But they kind of went like a weird in between where like it's slightly IDW but very much more old figure accurate.
Definitely. Although the old figure has those weird big sled feet.
Yeah.
I do want to point out that he just has like a shit ton of weapons, and it's that weird peg system.
Well, this is a.
Oh yeah, that's the wrong one.
There
He
you
has,
go.
he has a shit ton of weapons that I want to point
do that
out.
again. We throw all of them this time.
No, okay, fine.
Yeah.
All right. I just want to point out that he has like just like a shit ton of weapons. Although now that I'm doing it, he only has 3. But like, you have that weird peg system. You can like put them on in these weird.
Well, and then there was a version of this they did for Cloud where he's
He's
painted-
Shockwave.
Yeah, he's painted, and he has like the translucent hands again.
Yes, yeah.
And he's Shockwavy.
Yeah.
For some reason. The Springer I did earlier has the same peg system with his 2 guns where you can peg it.
That was a whole thing. Like Hasbro was like, "Oh, our peg system," and then you can mix and match like weapons.
It was
and
like their version of Batman v Superman when they figured out both their moms were named
Martha, yeah.
that was their thing. Like,
You have clip weapon?
oh shit!
I got clip weapon.
Let's be friends.
Best friends. Anyway, this is Whirl. He's very okay.
Yeah.
He's got a unique aesthetic about him.
This was at this weird phase where we had just started getting in big to it.
Yeah, that's true.
And I was trying not to buy everything.
And I was buying everything.
Yeah, and I was trying to not be you, and then I went to a Ross right around Christmas time, and he
Uh-huh.
was there for $10. So I was like,
Yeah, now you
I'll buy
own him. Now
Yeah.
you own him.
Yeah, and he sits there
So
proudly in my collection.
Again, like I was talking about earlier, it's kind of interesting what they decided to do with his helicopter stuff. Like, his rotor just hangs off his back.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird.
It's like
They're
a
just
weird-
like,
it's
yeah,
like a
fuck
weird-
it. It's just where it's going to be.
It's like his weird Terry Bogard ponytail.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
All right.
Well, so that's Whirl. That's Generations Whirl. He's pretty okay.
Yeah, he's pretty okay.
He's not awful, but he's definitely not good.
No.
What do you have? Stop talking about my guy. I feel self-conscious right
I feel
now.
like we're talking a lot about whirls, so I just want to do more whirls.
Let's give it a whirl.
Let's give it a whirl.
A whole new world.
A whole new bot for you and me.
One with a singular eye.
And luscious thighs
And no real hands, just real big claws.
for me. Anyway,
Yeah. We just made that up right now. That
yeah,
was
we're
not
going
planned.
for it. Anyway, this is Mastermind Creations Turbine, their take on IDW style Whirl.
This is like way.
And this one is
IDW.
honestly like a
Yeah.
weird fusion of like when he was the beginning of IDW
Yeah.
and then like where he is in More Than Meets the
Well,
Eye.
well, let's just be honest. They wanted to make a figure that they could make 2 figures out of.
They did retool this as Oberon.
Yeah, but it's the Obsidian.
from Beast Machines.
Yeah, it's so weird that they wanted to do Beast Machines figures because they did this and they did Strika.
Yeah, which is a pair, and then this
Yeah.
Roadbuster, which also so clever.
Yeah, it's
Like,
really clever.
that is their Martha.
I really want to get that Roadbuster, but the bulkhead version.
I know. So this is a weird VTOL helicopter jetty thing.
I'm counting it as a helicopter because Whirl's a helicopter.
Yeah,
He's got
it's close enough.
propellers.
It's got propellers.
He's got propellers.
propellers for days. He's definitely slightly robot-y on the bottom.
Yeah,
slightly, but
you could just see his robot mode
you
there.
can see his bot crotch.
Yeah.
It's definitely not assaulting you the same way yours was, but
yeah. He's not crotchily assaulting you.
No, he's not.
No, he does have like a crotch hole right here.
He does have a crotch hole. That's actually his butthole. Because his legs turn around. His legs turn around. So that's actually his butthole. We should have had yours and we could have ran them into each other. Anyway, so I'll start this bitch. up while we was talking.
Okay, so while you're doing that, did you see that Toasted Toys is back?
Are they back? Or
Well,
is it
they
like
did a new episode.
Is it a back or is it a sort of
and
back?
in that episode, they said that they were back. But I don't know how frequent their episodes are going to be. But they gave us a little shout out in their episode.
I didn't get a chance to watch it today yet because I was busy
it was
all
actually
day.
a pretty good episode. I actually thoroughly enjoyed it. I learned a lot about Godzilla in it, and I don't really care about Godzilla.
I'm just stopping
Look at
here. You can vaguely Gerwalk him.
They both have a Gerwalk mode.
It's
That's
not
cute.
perfect, but you can do it. He's definitely got a lot going on back here.
So did he. I mean,
Yeah.
if he didn't fold it under, I folded under, so
Yeah.
it's not as weird.
So he's definitely partially there. So
Yeah.
it's cool. You have the pop. They don't really mention it as strongly, but it's there.
Okay, because this one was actually in the
It
instructions.
was very
I thought it was
like
interesting.
they.
Yeah.
You cannot get away from.
I
it.
think in the box for this one, it even says like 2 modes or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They definitely were hyping you on that one. This
Yeah.
one, I think it was kind of just an after. I always forget to push the head up.
You're so dumb.
I'm the dumbest person alive.
That's not true.
That's very not
That's
true.
very not true. Like second or third maybe, but not
Yeah,
dumb.
I'd even say fourth on a good day.
That's probably true.
On a good day.
Yeah.
He's not a hard transformation, which is fun. He's just got a lot of little parts. And there he is.
There he goes. There he is. He did it. Woo!
And like yours, you can choose to... You can push
Yeah,
him
it
down and
looks-
give him regular
okay,
legs.
yeah.
Or you can chicken him, which is kind of...
Whirl's
like
got
classic.
chicken legs.
Yeah, he's got his
Yeah.
arrival legs for
Yeah.
sure. In classic fashion, he comes with a great sword, slightly remolded.
I mean,
which is
their
different.
drift, I think, is coming with one.
But
Their-
the thing that puts him slightly different from like the 6-shot
yeah.
or the 6-shot having it and
Yeah.
whatever, he actually wields one.
Yeah,
in
in
the
the-
IDW
yeah.
comic for a
Yeah.
little bit. So his is at least partially.
I think
accurate.
their the Nova Prime came with one.
Yeah, the Cyclonus comes with one,
Yeah.
but he wields one.
Cyclonus and this makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm fine with these two. He's got a lot of posability, which has been a problem with the later MMCs. Is their shoulder pads tend to be a problem because
Yeah.
they try to go for accuracy, but
Yeah.
his doesn't really have a lot of clearance issues because his head is not really a problem.
Right. He doesn't have hands. That's one of Whirl's things. He doesn't really have like hands.
I kind of wish he had more 2 claws than these ones. 'Cause I think he had this design at the beginning of the IDW run, like Stormbringer.
Yeah.
But this figure was cool because he's pretty cheap. He was
He's
only
like 80 or something, right?
Yeah, which for a really decently sized 3P figure. Like,
he's got a lot of detail in
yeah,
him. He's got good plastic.
he's got one of those transformations that's not hard.
Yeah.
It's just complex enough to be fun, but you don't feel like you're gonna break him at any point.
Yeah, if I got this mold, I'd probably get the Obsidian version, and then if I got that, I have to get Striker.
Yeah.
Because I've got a One Piece Machines character, I have to get the other.
I do have the Roadbuster to
Yeah.
match him because I have a bit of a record.
And they're both
shelf.
wreckers, and I got both
Yeah.
these. So I have to add those to my list, I guess.
What's weird is he comes with these guns you can take off.
Yeah.
But they can't go anywhere else. Like, they
Like
don't
that's the
have
only place they
handles.
go. Oh, he doesn't have hands, really.
But like he has these little things inside.
Oh,
him.
he's that little tiny claw.
So
that's
that's how
interesting.
he- that's
He
how
has
he
like
holds-
he's like alien jaws
Like,
inside of his hands.
Yeah, or like the little predator mini mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah, or the alien tongue thing.
You,
It's a
you ugly motherfucker.
motherfucker.
Yeah.
I think that's like the great thing about it, is doing the Arnold voice is only fun, but also doing the Danny Glover voice is like a smidge racist.
Yeah, I'm not doing a Danny Glover
Yeah.
voice. Although it's so weird that Danny Glover, like, he's not, to me, like an action hero.
Yeah.
He does not go up against a predator.
But he beat the Predator.
But he beat the predator.
Yeah.
Maybe Gary Busey, though.
Dude, Gary Busey died fighting the Predator Danny Glover killed.
Oh, yeah. Gary Busey watches the show. Did you know that?
Did he?
No.
I imagine with all the cocaine.
You know what? He might.
watches-
Who knows?
He watches all shows at all times.
Honestly, yeah. He's like in this room, and there's like 1,000 screens, and just everything's going on.
And he's just like it's true, because my girlfriend hates his son because she thinks he looks like the devil.
he kind of does.
All I'm gonna say is he sexually assaulted me.
Gary Busey's son?
Yeah, Jake Busey. When I went to one of the WonderCons, it was when I went with Javier and we dressed as Fiona and Cake from Adventure Time.
I remember that.
People are taking pictures all the time.
Sure.
And this one guy comes up and he's like, "Can I get a picture of you guys?" Him and his friend. And then we're like, "Yeah, sure, whatever." And he leans over and he puts his hand around me like this and goes and grabs my boob and starts flicking it. And then the picture takes. I look up at him and I'm like, "You're Jake Busey," and he goes, "Damn right," and then walks away. And I'm like, "Just got sexually assaulted by Jake Busey."
Part of me wants to be like, you should be outraged, but part of me is like, that's amazing.
It's like a good story, but I feel like if Terry Crews can talk about it, I feel like I gotta out Jake Busey for sexually assaulting me.
Well, you heard it here first. Jake Busey is a
Sexually
piece of
assaulted
shit.
me as Fiona. I was technically a woman at the time.
I don't even know how way to take this. Should I be outraged or amazed?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't even know because it's a cool story to tell, but it was like Jake Busey flicked my nip.
How do you feel about?
I don't.
Hey, it's not your fault.
It's not my fault. Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Hope you got a good time getting to the chopper.
You did, Choppa.
You feel the lamentations of the women. Put the cookie down. Yeah, yeah.
All right. Well, it hurts. It hurts. It hurts to do. What are we still doing this?
Yeah.
All right.
Goddamn paint.
I know. I keep touching it, and I'm pretty sure I've got it in my beard. This was a terrible idea.
It's in your beard.
It's in my beard. I don't like it. It hurts. Let's do it. Let's do a shot. Oh, it's everywhere now.
Just like the paint in your beard.
Good?
Yeah, I'm good. I forgot how to swallow at the beginning of that. We're doing this.
Are we doing motorcycles or helicopters?
I think I gotta cycle through.
You gotta cycle through. Oh my god.
So,
I hate you so
We're
much.
getting to the chopper, but this time
That one actually is a chopper.
it is a chopper.
That one is a chopper.
This is Transformers animated oil slick.
Yeah, I forgot about that figure.
You never actually watched animated though.
No, I like his handlebars a lot.
So animated is one of those weird shows where like it looked bad and it started bad.
You okay?
Yeah.
You're going to
I'm
throw
just
up.
burping.
All right.
I just got this gas bubble that's not moving.
I feel like you're pushing it out through me. Is that possible?
I've never seen either of us in the same place at the same
You
time.
literally are right now. You literally are seeing us at the same time. Who is my daddy and what does he do?
This oil slick was from this one random ass episode of Transformers Animated when they were being completely referential. And there's this team of Decepticons with him, a Cyclonus, a Striker, and a couple other characters, and they're fighting Hot Rod, voiced by Judd Nelson.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's like season 2 and 3 of Transformers Animated are really fucking cool.
Yeah.
You have to get through the first season, but so he's just this random character from that. So they made a toy from. I wish they made the Cyclonus, but I think I remember at the time they said that they just had made the universe one, so they didn't need to make a new one.
Yeah,
was their
makes
thought.
sense.
Yeah.
He looks like a chopper from hell, dude.
You know.
Yeah.
His fucking thorny side.
Yeah.
You know, it's just
I feel like he would pair well with the lockdown.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I honestly did not know these were two different figures. I
Oh, really?
thought this was when it first came out. I thought it was like just locked down in a different mode. 'Cause
Yeah.
They do that all the time. But no, different guy.
And you were so stupid.
I'm so stupid. Like I don't know how I did anything in my life.
That makes sense.
Like how do I own like a car and how do I have a job?
How do you even put pants on?
I'm wearing shorts, bro.
Wow!
I'm not wearing shorts.
No, he's not even wearing anything down there. He's literally not even wearing pants. I have to burn this couch after we're done with it.
This is the 5th couch we've gone through.
It's getting expensive.
I do have to say that Transformers Animated gets a prize for making pretty cool alt modes
Yes.
out of very spindly, weird
Yes.
characters.
100%.
And this guy, unknowingly to us when I bought him for this show, because he's a character I bought for this show, has allowed us to make certain other references that we weren't making tonight
We've been holding off.
for this guy. And here he is now.
Nice to meet you. He looks like Mr. Freeze.
And he looks more like the Batman.
He did the
animated-
Batman animated series.
I like to point his toes out so he looks fancy. So he comes with these little barrels on his side, and one of them is a cool little mace.
Barrel mace.
Yeah, the barrel mace, which I honestly can't remember if he actually uses in the show or not. And his other one, I think, is supposed to be some kind of like weapon because he's a toxic guy.
Yeah.
He just pops it open.
It is like he's got he's just drinking.
Yeah, he's just like looking for a brew.
He's
Like,
just getting
like,
drunk and throwing his mace around.
Who is his daddy and what does it do?
Stick around.
Does it stick around?
God.
Put the cookie down. Sorry.
It's not the two of us. Alright, that's
We're
right.
done. We're
Alright,
done. We're done. So, what do you got? What do you?
Oh,
what
my
do you got
turn.
going
Oh,
on?
I have a guy. If you watched our toy hunt episode where we went to Toy Addicts together, which was I just put up a couple days ago, actually.
Which, real quick segue,
Yeah.
that's where I purchased this fine gentleman, was from Toy Addicts also.
And you purchased another figure from there.
Yes,
You
yes.
purchased-
They are now my local hub there in San Diego. So
Yeah, La Mesa. We're gonna go there again. I promise next time we go, I'm gonna go a lot slower because a lot of people were like, "Hey, there was a lot of cool stuff there."
There's a lot of fetishy, like, go slower, go harder, go slower and harder.
Wow.
Go slower and harder.
Anyway, yeah, I came out with this from the last episode because I needed one more motorcycle, even though technically I didn't. This is Transformers Animated Prowl.
There's a connection.
And this is actually the samurai one who came with a little like sidecar that pegged in right here that came, like he turned into like samurai armor. He came with parts of it, but not the full thing.
You're missing pieces.
And missing pieces because I got this for $5, and for $5 I didn't care I was missing pieces. I don't care. I just don't care.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go ahead and transform him.
I think in Transformers Animated, because they make Blitzwing, he's got 3 personalities.
Yes. Now every Blitzwing has like multiple heads and stuff like that, and that was the reason.
And I think like all of his are German, but I think that the Fire Tough Guy one was clearly an Arnold impression, and I feel like he does a bunch of Arnold quotes, but I can't think. Like that show is one of those shows like we should get drunk and watch that show.
Okay.
Like it's definitely a show that's not great, but it's got some good tidbits in there.
Tidbits?
Tidbits. Like the one, like my tidbits that Jake Busey grabbed.
He grabbed your tidbits, bro.
It still scars me.
So yeah, this is
he's Prowl.
This is Prowl.
He's hot on the Prowl.
I will say Prowl in Animated is the most different Prowl ever made.
For one, he's a motorcycle.
Yeah, instead of like a police car.
Yeah.
But he's still a police. He's like a police motorcycle kind of, but he's gold and black, which is weird.
Which is weird because if you think about it, Transformers Animated and Prime are pretty connected stylistically. They have a bulkhead, they have a motorcycle, but not the same character. They have a Bumblebee and an Optimus. And a Ratchet. It's like they just like we want to keep something animated aesthetic, but we want to like make it good.
They have like a very specific kind of like their head. It's like long, like they have like mostly chins.
Yeah, even he's got a long face.
Yeah, every animated character has a long face,
except the bulkheads.
That's true because he's squat. I love how this figure turns into a motorcycle, and then he's like a long, lanky kind of character. Like it's really well done.
Like this is a figure I bought for the show, not knowing if I keep it, but I actually really like his robot mode. I kind of like how cool and spindly he is.
Yeah.
I like the Mr. Freeze look.
Yeah, and the only difference between the samurai one and the non-samurai one, the bot is the exact same, except for these can move up and down. The samurai one came with the samurai armor, which he doesn't have. His plastic is blue instead of like clear or red and blue for like the lights here. I did some research because I want to find out more about it. On the wheels, they come off and have little like shuriken things. But on the samurai one, the shurikens do not open.
Oh.
Only on the regular one do the shurikens open into actual shurikens. It's kind of stupid. I don't know why they did that. But I guess they thought the samurai armor was cool enough. So I don't have any of that. But anyway, we got spindly motorcycle bots here from Animated. And it was kind of fun. I want to collect more animated figures, but I also at the same time don't want to go down that hole. Yeah. I can't go down that hole.
Well, I feel like it's just far enough that it's going to be more expensive than we want it to be.
Yeah, because at this point, any of them are going to be collector's items. Yeah. I'm sure there are random ones around there that are super cheap.
Yeah.
But I can't.
I know.
You can't.
I can't do it either. Stick around.
Would it be right back? Oh, look at this guy. Look at this. Can you do that?
I don't know if you can. Because mine's got some pretty loose hips.
Loose hips sink ships.
I feel like now we gotta make Jean-Claude Van Damme references.
Oh my god.
This is time, cop!
The Bison's going to take over! Because he was Guile? I had to reload on a more different thing.
You did. You had more things to do with the things.
Well, it's just a more different buy to finish the other bottle.
But can you answer me a question?
Yeah, it's a question.
Who is it, Daddy, and what does it do?
His name's John.
Yeah. Get down.
Yeah, let's just do a fucking shot, shall we?
I don't want to.
Listen, we have to finish this up. We just one last shot. You only get one shot. Do not miss your chance to flow, because opportunity knocks once in a lifetime.
Yeah. There's so much green on my hands.
I know. I got it in my beard. I had to like wipe it all out, and it's still there. I'm honestly, after we're done, I might just take a shower.
Yeah, just to get it off your
Take
face.
a shower. Let's just get this over with. Oh. That tasted different. It tasted different. I wasn't prepared for it. I forgot. Okay. Okay. Alright, so we're finishing this up. One of the nice things we're doing with this episode is we're tying up loose ends.
Yes, we are.
Just in time for the Combiner Wars gimmick to come back. So I'm pulling out the actual last Get to the Choppa. But this one's like an albino airwolf.
Yes.
So I'm gonna go boo boo doo doo boo doo boo doo boo. Ernest Borgnine and the guy that kind of looks like the Charlie Sheen, and then that guy had a name. I forget his name.
I can't think of his name either.
This was when they were like, hey, we're gonna do Combiner Wars and we're doing Superion, but we're gonna throw a helicopter in there and fuck you if you don't like it. And this is Alpha Bravo,
which I
is
think
just
everyone
means
adequately cited is like, oh, it's a helicopter. He's gonna be repainted as Vortex, amongst others.
Amongst others, this was
Blades.
This was the first bot.
There was a pre-paint.
A pre-paint. He was an original figure, and then they took this mold and they just friggin' ran it right on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
He was before he was Vortex. He was Blades.
Yes. And then he was Spinister, which is totally shitty.
That was the one of the TF Collectors Clubs,
Yeah.
I think. And so the problem with I don't know. Like, this figure's not bad if you just look at it like
He
this.
looks like
it's
a
not
spaceship
bad.
in the front.
But he's like a helicopter equivalent of a mermaid. He's like a dude in arms.
He's like the Daryl Hannah of Transformers.
What?
Because of Splash. Because she was a mermaid. Why won't you let me have things?
We're halfway through the transformation.
Is that his Gerwalk mode?
This is essentially what it would be his Gerwalk
Instead
mode.
of Gerwalk, he's Reverwalk.
He's a helicopter from the waist down.
But
And a good robot from the waist
which
up.
means you can't have sex with it the way you thought you could.
But he does have
Because how can you have sex with a mermaid?
He does have
She's got fish bits.
He does have a combiner port. Well, it's easy. You don't have sex with her. She lays eggs on the ground. You just jizz all over them. That's all. That's how fish have sex.
That's how my girlfriend and I do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
Okay, cool.
I'm just gonna finish up this transformation. Luckily, Combiner Wars transformations are like stupid easy. They all transform the same way. This was one of the first bots that had like the Combiner Wars. Yeah, I'm trying to, but
It's lifted from the wrong side. You gotta lift.
Oh no, it's pegged in right there.
Yeah, I see what
was trying to get that.
what you're getting at. What do you got going on there, though?
This is Alpha Bravo. He's actually a pretty good robot
With
mode.
honestly
I'll be
the
honest.
shittiest name ever. Alpha Bravo. Where's Delta Zeta? Was he part of fraternity?
I don't know.
Alpha Bravo.
Alpha Bravo Pie.
Alpha Bravo Pie. I don't own this toy. I totally skipped this part.
My Superion's back here. You can't see it; it's off camera. But I got the quick slinger or whatever what's his name? Slingshot. The quick slinger is what they call him. Yeah. But I got the slingshot in there.
Quick Slinger is what he's called, but Slingshot is his name.
Yeah, Quick Slinger is a slave name, but the name of his heart, the name of his soul, is Guy Dai Goji. Nope, that is a Martian Successor Nadesco joke, and no one gets that.
No, I was gonna say
that's one of my favorite animes. I'll be honest.
I was gonna say Slingshot Ali, but whatever.
Yeah, anyway, this is Alpha Bravo. He's a standard kind of Combiner Wars figure who could become a hand or a foot. I prefer him
depending on which job you'd like.
I prefer him as a hand over the foot.
He's not really into feet. Some people are into feet. Quentin Tarantino big into feet.
Yeah, I'm not into feet. Don't get it.
I'm not into feet either.
But I don't know. He's fine. I like him. What chopper do you have?
I'm gonna go back to the bad to the bone. Give me
that song.
Give me your clothes, your boots, and your motorcycle.
I guess the Terminator. It's good.
It's not secret. Rest in peace, Bill Paxton. He beat a fucking fucking tornado.
How did he be a tornado? Where was he when Sharknado happened, though? Anyway,
the guy. What I'm pulling out is Combiner Wars, because fucking let's just finish it.
Yeah.
Because we're Combiner whores. Groove.
Yeah.
Unlike him, who's a character who was not supposed to be there, this guy who was a character who was supposed to be there.
Yeah.
But we got Rook instead, who is honestly a really cool fucking
He's
figure.
a great figure.
I know they repainted him a million fucking times. He's a good figure.
Yep.
And they did a Groove. It's a tiny Groove.
Very tiny.
Did we do him in the Minicon?
He becomes the chest. He's Legends.
Did we do him in the Minicon Madness episode?
I don't think we did, actually.
We have done this figure
Yes,
before.
we did Afterburner when we did the Computron
Both
versus Computron.
Afterburners.
Yeah.
So I'll just jump into it.
But I remember getting this. I remember it was like, I think it was 2 years ago or last year or something. It was last year, I think. I don't remember.
It was right when
it was
Combiner was
summertime.
pretty much done.
Yes. And we're actually wondering if we were going to see it come out.
Because Takara got this released.
Yes.
Pretty much right off the bat.
It was part of the Protected by the Defensor,
Just
like Takara
like the
version.
goddamn Ratchet.
So yeah, that came out. And I think some guy was selling it.
So we're talking about Mermaid in it.
I like the front wheel.
Yeah.
I like the front wheel there.
I wish yours was still in that mode so we can do this, baby.
I will say, I see your wheels are off kilter there.
Why don't you get off my back, bitch?
I'm just saying, when I was taking pictures of it, because the pictures that I'm flashing up here are of mine, because I took them before he got here because he was super late. Anyway, when I was transforming them back into the bike, it took me forever to line up those wheels. It's awful.
Yeah.
That's a serious problem with this figure. I still don't really know how they fit together. I used to keep moving them around until one time they fit together.
Did you manage it with comps?
I did.
The comps?
I did.
We've got this figure, and I played with him. He was fun, and I slapped him right on.
Oh yeah, turn him into a leg, and he's a great leg.
No, yeah,
He's a great leg.
It's the best leg I've ever seen. I really do love the Afterburner version of this mold too. It's a good mold. I've always questioned why he's a motorcycle because he doesn't fit size-wise.
No, in the Protector bots, motorcycles
he's a motorcycle the size.
And he's going up against a helicopter, an ambulance, and a police car.
Here he is. The first thing about him that's cool is he has the best guns out of
Yes, he does.
all of Combiner Wars. And what's weird about it though is they are guns I feel like that he got, but they are well-intentioned more towards Afterburner.
Definitely.
Because they definitely look like 1986 season 3, fuck it, we're done being real modes, let's just be space modes.
Yeah.
Toys. Because those guns don't, like this, for some reason,
Nice.
this for some reason is slightly more aesthetically appropriate.
Yep.
Than these. But either way, Groove was a cool addition. I mean, it feels better to have the right Defensor, even though Rook technically makes more sense size-wise.
It does, but Rook fits really well in with Wreckers.
Yeah, that's true. He does. He really does.
This is our little send-off to Combiner Wars, and we thought we were done with Combiners.
But then, goddamn power of the
we both have the first Deluxe wave and Legends waves of Power of the Prime so far.
And all of them have the potential to be Combiners.
Is it weird having figures with heads, like real heads again?
It's weird. It is weird. Like transforming. Yeah, it is weird.
Yeah, it's weird.
Way weird. Like, 'cause you have to think about it in the process.
Is the groove in the heart?
I would say that the groove is in the heart.
The groove's in the heart.
Groove's in the heart.
Groove's in the heart.
Hope you had a good time. Got to do the chopper.
We finally got to the chopper.
We finally got to it.
We had no idea if it was a helicopter or a motorcycle, but we got there.
We got out of the air. We got our ass to Mars.
This was it.
This was his dream turned to reality.
Honestly, it was. I was like, wouldn't it be funny if we did a Get to the Chopper episode, but it was both helicopters and motorcycles?
You want to see his enemies driven before him in the lamentations of his women. I'm just doing normal calls.
I know, it's fine. I'm fine with it.
I'm getting out of here, yeah.
I'm fine with it. Just get it out of your system.
Put the cookie down.
You ain't got any more?
I'll be back.
Okay, there you go.
Stick around.
So this was 25th.
Come on, you son of a bitch! Come on!
This is our 25th episode of Bots and Shots.
I can now rent a car. Well, before 25, you have to get insurance.
Yeah.
You have to pay for extra insurance. But at 25, you can just rent.
I think you could also get people into Dave and Buster's, like underage people.
I'm getting so many fucking 17-year-olds into damn posters.
It's so weird when you say that.
Especially because I'm way over 25.
Yeah. We just wanted to do a mixture of motorcycles and helicopters, mostly because I find them both fascinating.
And he just loves the gets with the chopper.
I do.
He can wax intellectually about the way he likes the modes that they transform. Like, I like the way helicopters transform. I like the way motorcycles transform better. But really, it's because he just wanted to go get with the chopper the whole episode.
Which we pretty much did.
Yeah, we did. We did it the whole episode, and we're doing it right now.
It's still freaking me out that we have two figures on here dabbing.
We do. Put the dabbing down.
Stop dabbing.
Stop dabbing now.
He doesn't dab.
It's not a dab.
He's not a dabber. It's okay, he's not dangerous. He doesn't dab. We're talking about enemies before us, and hear the dabentations of the women.
Who is your dabby and what does he do?
Dab around.
Put the dabby down.
Dab to see you.
If he dabs, we can kill it. Fun.
Well, so what was your favorite? I can't.
What was your favorite bot of the night?
That was it. What's your favorite bot out of all this?
Honestly,
out of all these,
out of all of them, my favorite is still the MMC Whirl.
Yeah,
it is
honestly,
such a fun figure. It looks.
I like the way it looks. If we're just going based solely off looks, I probably would say the Whirl is easily the best figure out here.
If we're not doing third party, if we're doing regular bot, because we got a few third parties back here in the row.
Yeah.
For the regular bot fans out there,
Oil Slick.
No, it's honestly a tie for me between the Junk Heap, because I love that mold.
Okay.
And
that's not so much of a tie if you can't.
No, it's just because I'm deciding between if I like the Groove or the Air Raid mold better. I think I like the Air Raid mold better. I love that Alpha Bravo mold. I do love that mold. It's a good mold. It worked well for Vortex. I'm just jealous I don't have Spinister.
Yeah.
Because I'm not going to pay the fucking collector's price for it.
No, it's ridiculous.
But I think my winner is still.
I think Whirl is the clear winner in this episode. I think the clear loser. Because it is. This bot is the movie Prometheus. Yeah.
Where it doesn't know what it wants to be.
Exactly.
It's a lot of things. And
what's your most middle figure?
The most middle? Both the animateds. I love them, but they don't fit anywhere unless you have an animated shelf.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
And the aesthetic of them, they stand out.
Because the only other animated figures I have are the Slag, I think it's called Snarl,
and you have the Hot Rod.
Yeah. Those are the only two I have. And those are just because I like those characters, but not because I cared about the.
You don't have like an Oil Slick collection.
No,
I don't even think there's like an Oil Slick. Like that was an original character.
I would love to see this character brought into a modern version.
Definitely.
Because the cool Mr. Freeze dome thing, it works so much. I think it looks cool, and even that Prowl design is fucking cool.
I do like that Prowl design. Yeah. Thanks for watching. Thanks for getting this far. There's a bunch of things in. If you want to support us, in the comments below, you can subscribe to Loot Crate or Geek Fuel or whatever. You can buy a t-shirt on rippedapparel.com, which is actually where we got both of these shirts. Ripped Apparel, you get 10% off.
I do music stuff on the side.
I'll post a link. Zach just released an EP with his band
Surveil.
Thank you.
We're doing kind of electronic-y stuff.
I like it.
More of our music's gonna pop in the show, probably without lyrics, just so it fits in there. But we make a lot of fun stuff.
Yeah.
So we make robot sounds. So people buy robots. We listen to robots. It's robots up.
Bye.
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 Bye, everybody.
Get down. Oh. So like I definitely understand why Tirsa makes fun of me for when I'm like, get me stuff. I'm so sick, and she's just like, yeah, fuck you.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Alright, man. I'm just saying, like, women are strong.
Yeah, that's
I'm pretty weak. I'll admit it.
It's been 1 week since you looked at me.
Oh, look like
that was so stupid.
take a break.